Hey there guys, Trickmunch's Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 14 of Love, Death, Robots Season 1. Last episode was good, I enjoyed it. It wasn't one of my favourites, but I feel like there's only been 2 episodes so far that I've really not kind of got along with. Not that, even those 2 episodes were kind of watchable though, because I feel like because the episode's so quick, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, we're slowly coming towards the end of this season now. And obviously it has been confirmed for season 2, so there'll be more of these coming around. I kind of hope they do part 2s to certain ones, that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, episode 14 guys, this one's only around 9 minutes, so not a very short one. But if you enjoy it, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. If you do want uncut reactions to this show amongst others, then link to that Patreon page will of course be down below, as well as all social media stuff. But for now my friends, let's go. What we got? A box and a box and a box. Or a square, square, square. Okay. Zima Blue. Hey. Okay.
Like millions of others, I'd heard Zima announce the unveiling of his final work of art. I'd asked many times for interviews and was always rejected. Now, for whatever reason, Zima Blue, it was a precise thing.
Oh, that sounds fine.
What was known about Zima's history caused him to look further, to the cosmos itself. That's how the mural work started.
It seems cool. Like I was got a shade of blue on it.
Undeniably brilliant.
That's awesome.
One day, Zima unveiled a mural that had something different about it.
Blue square.
In the middle of blue square. The square was just the beginning. The abstract shapes changed and became more dominant. But always the shade of blue was the same.
Huh.
Before very long, Zima unveiled the first of his entirely blue murals. They couldn't have been more wrong.
Oh my god.
When most people speak about his blue period...
What? He's just painting mirrors.
That made Zima truly famous. In spite of all his success, Zima was still dissatisfied.
The animation's so cool.
Glad you could make it, Claire. How was the flight?
Yo, it looks like a boss.
Some people find me intimidating, but they quickly get over it. It's been over 100 years since I've spoken to the press. I've invited you here because I want you to help me tell my story. Shall we take a little walk?
He was a handsome man.
Yeah.
Even after all his transformations, he underwent radical biological procedures that enabled him to tolerate extreme environments without the burden of a protective suit. His eyes could see in any
turned to Predator.
Was replaced with pressurized polymer, and so he ventured forth to commune with the cosmos.
Oh, he's a god. He's basically God.
My search for truth has led me here, to what will be my final piece.
His final piece.
At last, I understand the thing I sought through my art.
And what does the swimming pool have to do with that?
It's not just any swimming pool. Long ago, it belonged to a talented young woman with a keen interest in practical robotics. She created dozens of robots to do odd jobs around her house, but she was especially fond of the one she'd created to clean her swimming pool. But the young woman wasn't satisfied with the job it did. So she gave it a full color vision system and a brain large enough to process the visual data into a model of its surroundings. She gave it the ability to make its own decisions, to design different strategies for cleaning.
Look how happy it looks.
By stages, it became more aware. Eventually, the woman died. The little machine was passed from one owner to the next.
To the murder them all.
The added things became more me.
Oh.
This is that same pool. I had it dug up.
Moved
here.
But you're a man. With machine parts. Not a machine that thinks it's a man.
Sometimes it's difficult even for me to understand what I've become.
The blue of the tiles.
Zima blue, the manufacturer called it. The first thing I ever saw. This was where I began. A crude little machine with barely enough intelligence to steer itself. But it was my world. It was all I knew.
I want to see the final piece. Don't have that. Hey. Looks like Superman.
I will immerse myself.
Oh, he's going to do it. Oh, that looks awesome. That's sick.
As I do, I will slowly shut down my higher brain functions.
What? Is he killing himself?
Unmaking myself.
Oh, that's cool. That is awesome. I love that.
Leaving just enough to appreciate my surroundings.
Animation on this episode has been insane. Oh, and he's gone back to his original form.
My search for truth is finished at last. I'm going home.
GG, mate, you do that. Oh, that's like... That was the first shot when the boat was coming in. And now it's kind of ending with it going back out. From the left side. Yo, I actually really like that one. That was a really good one. Very simple one, but I don't know, the animation, I felt like the characters, the two characters were pretty decent, especially him. I liked his little backstory of how he was a robot and all his one job was just to clean that pool because he was created. And now doing all these art pieces and stuff. I just felt like the animation really brought this one to what it was, because in some episodes it's been like the story or the little twist that might have happened or the ending, something like that, whereas this I feel like the story was good and the characters were good, but it was the animation that really drew me in with this one. That's one of my favourite animated ones. It wasn't one of my favourite episodes, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say it was top 3 or anything like that, but animation wise I think that would be up there and easily top 5, don't know, maybe top 3. I'll have to think about that. But there was something about it, like when he just went into the water and he started slowly coming apart and stuff, that was really cool. Music was really good as well. The early art pieces in the first scene or whatever, they were just cool to look at. So yeah, like I say, they're a very simple story, but I liked it. It was enjoyable. Definitely better than the last one, I'd say. I think I want to do a ranking of, worst to best with the Love, Death, Robots episodes. I don't know if they have a tier list for it, but I think if they do, I'll go through it. Because I think, like I said, there's only been 2 that I've kind of not got along with, but every episode has had something that I've enjoyed. This episode had quite a couple of things that I really enjoyed, but yeah, like I say, I won't say it was one of my favourites, but I'd still give it a... I kind of want to lean towards an 8 or a high 7. I don't know. I think if the story was a bit richer, then maybe it would be the 8. I don't know though, I think at the end of the day, I thought I was just I enjoyed it the whole way through. There wasn't like a scene or anything that I didn't like. I didn't think the news report was that interesting. I thought she could have been a bit better, but he was cool. Having his red cape and shit. I think for the animation and music alone, especially the animation, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I think. I don't know, I'd have to think about it. It's like an 8 out of 10 or like a 7.8. I don't know. I'll go 8 out of 10, fuck it. 8 out of 10, guys, there we go. Let me know what you thought of it though, because I'm interested with that one. Let me know down below in the comments. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I think I'm going to do episode 15 this week in a couple of days as well, so keep an eye out for that. Until next time, peace.